Hi, this is Aleksander Vitkin, and in today's video we're going to cover the 7 mistakes people make when they're starting a business. And we're going to cover how you can avoid these mistakes so that you're more successful. The first mistake is they dabble. They have business models all over the place. So they go on Google, they go on YouTube, they go on Facebook, they click on random ads, webinar funnels, they go everywhere, and they get all these ideas just sent to them, even on Instagram these days, and they're being bombarded with different opinions. And a lot of these opinions, they're different and they're opposites from each other. So let's say business guru 1 says something and he says, outsourcing is bad, and business guru 2 says, actually, you need to outsource everything. You don't want to be an employee in your business. Who's right? Who's right? It doesn't make sense because they're contradicting each other. So who's going to be right? It doesn't make sense. What do you do as a beginner? Do you choose business guru number 1 or business guru number 2? Who's lying? Well, in fact, no one's lying. Both of these statements are completely correct. It just depends on the type of business you're building and what kind of skills are required for the business. If it's a high-end skill, in some situations like copywriting, you will end up doing a lot of the work yourself forever. Whereas if it's a lot of customer support and stuff like that, you're not likely to do those types of tasks in your business. So the next mistake that beginners make, or even sometimes advanced people, is they try to figure out everything by themselves. They try to figure out it's me. The business is about them. So I'm going to be the person who's going to run this business, and I'm going to run every single part of this business. I'm going to figure out everything. That's how I started. So I started just kind of messaging people on Facebook in 2008, 2009, and I got some sales from that, and that's how I started my business back in the day. It was me doing lead generation, me doing sales, me doing delivery, me doing everything, and figuring out how to do that as well, because there's no material and there's no coaching or anything like that available. The solution, of course, is to get educated on the matter, and the best way to do that is to get a mentor, okay? Get a mentor, someone who's done it before, who can lift you up and allow you to get results faster because he's done it not very long ago, and you could just copy the working stuff that he's done before. People, they try to invent a business model, almost like a disease going around in the business world. People think that you need to have the idea. So it's the idea of the idea, right? So, I need to find a good idea that no one ever has come up with, and then I need to find investors, and then I need to execute on this, and it's this huge complicated process, and no one really knows how it works. There's a million variations. At the end of the day, there is no idea, and the idea is useless because a beginner who's just starting out usually doesn't have an idea about business. Business is not about some solution that you need to come up with in the world out there. It's generally of how you execute it. The execution is king here. People try to build a business and they're not just alone, but they're not even surrounding themselves. They don't have any friends who are also business owners. So no peer group. They have friends who have jobs, they have friends who are students, they have friends who are just kind of like drug dealers or something like that. They're not really doing anything with their lives. You are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. You need to have a peer group of people who actually have businesses. So people think they can outsource everything. I've also told people that you can outsource everything. And as I said before, it's true, but it's also not true in a different way. On the one hand, you don't want to be an employee in your business and constantly be running around forever doing every single thing. That's definitely a bad idea. You're definitely not going to build a successful business like that. You don't know how anything works in your business. If you don't know how the delivery works, if you don't know how sales works, how are you going to run a business? It doesn't work that way. You want to be a person who knows more in different areas of the business. So a little bit of accounting, a little bit of marketing, a lot of sales, and so on, but you want to have one thing that you're extremely good at. Usually it's marketing or sales. Regardless of what you do in your business, and I assure you, this applies to every single successful business owner ever, the number one priority is make sure that it's proven and market tested. Market tested means don't invest time and money in things that haven't been proven, okay? So this means before you even create anything, before you even have a service, before you even have a product, get pre-sales. Make sure people are buying. And the more people are interested in it, the more crazy rabid fans you can get and faster, the better it is for your business. Because if you start investing and the business flops, it sucks. Like, it sucks to waste a whole year trying to business and it just doesn't work. It's not a very good time to have, just to lose a whole year of your life that you can never get back no matter what, because you didn't do a simple test for $100 or even $5,000. It's easier to just do a service business for this reason early on, because there's fewer regulations and complicated accounting things to deal with. That's the video for today. I hope you guys like it. I need to run right now, but have a very good evening, and see you in the next video.